basket, music, and we're actually going to start clearing out the veggie garden, ready to plant some garlic, things like that. And then we'll put some more weatherboards in the house. But we've got this basket because we're gonna pick all the tomatoes, and Jackson had the idea of making some tomato sauce, but like ketchup tomato sauce style rather than a pasta sauce. So while it's still a little bit cool and foggy, I think it's supposed to heat up to 27 today, we're gonna pick everything so we can start clearing out and adding in new things. So we have to tackle this mess and clean it all up, ready for some snow peas, but there's still quite a few good tomatoes on there, so we're gonna pick them all.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do, she's got a hold on me.
All the cucumbers have gone yellow. We feed them to the chickens and the cows, and they absolutely love them.
Dancing, my heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her.
So the sun has started coming out, which is good. We're not going to rip everything out of the vegetable garden today because there's still some things that are growing really well, so it would be a waste to rip it out right now. But I might cut back the lavender and the rosemary, and Jackson's going to get started on the weatherboards at the front, I think. So I've got my beetroot on that's cooking to turn into pickled beetroot, and I also have my cherry tomatoes and cucumbers in the sink, just giving them a bit of a rinse so they're nice and clean and ready for when we need them. But yeah, probably next weekend we'll get the dirt for the vegetable garden, because if I get it now, we probably won't get to it today, and we need to use the ute for a few things. So if I fill up the back of the ute with dirt, we're just gonna have to leave it on the ground, which I don't want to do. So we'll do that next weekend. But yeah, so more weatherboarding and getting this house one step closer to moving in.
She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smiling. There's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her.
So I've just been pickling the beetroot that we picked out the garden this morning, and I've just cut up all the cucumbers to get them ready to be pickled tomorrow. They have to sit in salt overnight to get all the juice out. So I've made use of them. Jackson's ripping out the weatherboards. We're about to put some new ones up. Today has been productive. So Jackson's ripped all the weatherboards off here, and he's also put weatherboards up along here, and he's taken these ones off, so they're all ready to go. How's it going?
Pretty good, I guess.
So I'm just going to get the Snowy Mountain paint sample, and I'm going to paint a little bit just near the front door, just to see what it looks like on the new weatherboards. And we're not going to do all of them, we're just going to do snowy white. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm just going to get the paint brushes and snowy white. Fertilize my fruit trees. Jackson actually got me a hose-link hose, and we got this fertilizer gun, so I'm going to test this out for the first time. And the fertilizer we use is a Fruit Focus. It's the best fertilizer you can use for fruit trees. It makes your trees fruit very, very quickly. So I'm going to pour that into here, read the instructions with what I have to turn this to, and then we'll give it a go. So I filled it up. I think I've got it on the right one. It says to turn it to dial 2 for 9.5 mils per litre of water. So I think I'm reading it correctly. I don't know. But if you were after the Fruit Focus and you do live local, they do sell it at Garden Station at Rosedale in Victoria. It's really, really good. All of our trees have got so many buds and fruit on them. So I haven't put this on the trees in a while, so they definitely do need some. But let's go test out the spray bottle. So I got it wrong. I got Jackson to check, and then he wasn't 100% sure. So we went on to the HoseLink website, and they actually have a table on there. So you put in the amount of fertilizer to per mil that your fertilizer recommends, and then it tells you what dial to put it on. So I'd put it on 2, and the Hoselink website said I actually had to put it on 10, so lucky I double checked, otherwise I would have wasted a lot of fertilizer. But we still don't know about the flow reducer. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more, but let's plug it in and give it a go. It used a lot. I don't know if that's correct. I'm gonna have to look into it properly. I either over fertilized my trees or I did it right, but I might have to YouTube it, so we'll see what happens. But hey, at least I got a good dose of fertilizer. I think I've got it set up wrong. That was full. We'll see. Oops.